Hey guys, Adam aka Atheist Radical here. Wanted to take some time away from throwing knives and axes at people left and right, and actually, talk about something that's interesting to me and something that would actually be fun for me to talk about instead of just fucking wanting to blow my brains out from some of the stupid shit that I come across. So, I want to talk about the PlayStation 4 Pro, the new PlayStation 4 Neo that has now been officially named and was just announced earlier today. Obviously, I'm a big gamer. I have been a gamer for a long time. I can't even remember a memory that wasn't with me with a video game controller in my hand. So, I have a PlayStation 4 myself. When I heard what the PlayStation 4 Pro was going to be, I really wasn't that receptive to it, honestly. I mean, I'm going to say it right now. I don't give a fuck about graphic fidelity as much as everybody else does. Like, the whole 4K gaming thing to me, it doesn't mean much. I don't care about playing on this giant TV that I can't afford to begin with, so it's out of my range anyway. 4K capability means fuck all for me when I can't shell the money for a TV like that. But in the sense of, an actual game, like, I can still play I'm playing Trails of Cold Steel 2 for the Vita right now. It does not look like it should be a game made in 2016, but because it's on the Vita, it's a little downgraded. And even then I can look at the game and be like, nah, it's still fine to me because it's a fucking good game. I care more about the actual gameplay and the story and the characters and the actual fucking look of it. Granted, are there games that are just enhanced by being really pretty? Abso-fucking-lutely. But in the sense of a game, I am more concerned about a game that is just fucking fun to play and I can get a ton of hours out of. That is more important to me than, oh, look at that pretty fucking, backdrop in the background that, you're never really going to get to look at except for that one time. So, when I heard about the specs on it initially, I didn't care. And now that it's come out, and not only is it coming out this year, which is a huge thing, but it's also coming out at only $400 US, which for us Canadians here, it's probably going to be about $500. So that's not terrible. I mean, we were all sitting back thinking this is going to be like some $1,000 console. Like, it was going to be like the midway price between a console and like a high-ass gaming PC. Like when my laptop first came out, because the laptop I own is like a $3,000 really good Origin laptop. Not EA Origin. No. I wouldn't go through that shit. No. Look up Origin PC. They're actually really good with their stuff. And that's not like a cheap plug or anything. I love their stuff, so I'm going to say it anyway. But that was the idea. It was meant to be something that could be like the midpoint of saying, okay, well, we obviously can't make it to the level of, really high-end PCs because consoles aren't meant to be these $3,000 epics. That doesn't work in the console market. That's not what people expect out of it. And who knows what the Scorpio is going to do for Xbox. We don't know what that's going to be priced at. Now you have to wonder with this console, with the PlayStation 4 Pro being at $400 US, what the hell is Xbox going to do? Because we don't know what their price is going to be, but a lot of us speculate it was going to be like the $700, $800 range. What are they going to do now? Are they going to just suddenly be like, oh shit, we have to sell this for less? So that actually makes it interesting. The question being, though, because it's now cheaper than what I ever thought it was going to be, am I going to buy it? And the answer is honestly, not really. Not unless I suddenly, win the lottery or win a chunk of money that I can actually afford paying for that. Because at this point, I'm happy with the console that I have. It's not like I'm running out of space anytime soon. I'm constantly switching out my digital copy, so it's not killing me. And honestly, for the specs that it has, to me personally, as someone who doesn't specifically care about graphics as much as the next person probably does, it doesn't mean that much to me. I'm more concerned as long as the games keep coming out that are good enough. The only thing that concerns me now is that any game that comes out for the PlayStation 4 Pro is still able to function at an acceptable rate. And I don't mean it only drops, in these certain things. No, I mean if it's consistently 30 frames per second minimum. If it can do that on every game, doesn't matter what it is, then I'm cool. I don't give a shit. They can do whatever they want. But if all of a sudden there are games that I all of a sudden cannot play, or at least cannot play without accepting the fact that it's going to lag like a motherfucker, that's when I'm going to have a problem, and that's when I'm going to be a little bit pissed off with the PlayStation 4 Pro, because that's what worries me about these systems now, because it was the same thing when the new Nintendo 3DS came, because now there are games on the new Nintendo 3DS that you cannot play on the 3DS, because it just doesn't fucking work. So, I don't know, it's a testy issue. I'm not sure how I'm going to react to it. At this point in time, though, honestly, the PlayStation 4 Pro doesn't bother me. I think it's fucking fantastic that not only are people going to be able to get that option, but at a pretty affordable price, all things considered. So, I have no complaints. And that's really all I'm going to say about that. I mean, the Slim we already knew was going to be a thing. I mean, what the fuck else can we care? All that I care about is the games, and if the games keep coming and if the games keep on being good, I'm happy, and everybody else should be too. So, that's all I gotta say on that issue. Thought I'd just have a little bit of fun and, take a few minutes and just talk about some other things outside of wanting to punch people or just point out every flaw in SJW logic. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you later.